Hey Mom, you think you can say this video is sponsored?
No.
Well, fuck. There's a lot of interesting issues in which a lot of artists have to deal with when they have to work for a company, whether it's pissing off their player base by making stupid decisions, by making ugly looking pieces of artwork, or making good work and everyone likes it. Though there are legal issues they need to deal with as well. I'm going to use examples between what is copying of other artwork and what is considered inspirations. It is very hard to do original artwork, since your original work has already been made by someone else. So you have to do a bit of a twist to show this is your form of artwork. I will use a game called Orion and an artist named MGlBlaze as an example. In this game called Orion, there was a gun which was removed from the game due to copyright by Activision, where they completely had taken the gun from Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and placed it into their game with just minor changes. Activision responded to this and sued Trek for stealing their original artwork into their game. Weaponry is a very interesting subject to talk about because there are guns in which everyone can use that are being used in the military today. You can put an M16 and AA-12 without any issues with copyright since they are publicly used. Some goes for medieval weapons, like the Claymore and the Bastard Sword. Though what caused the problem between Trek and Activision is that the gun Haymaker from Black Ops 3 was placed into Orion with very minor changes. The similarities were far too close to be original and they were taken to court and lost. You're probably wondering, how do they look similar? If you put these guns next to each other in silhouette, they are almost identical from the stock, the trigger, and the main gun's body. They are just far too similar to be cased as original. Now I mentioned MGlBlaze because that has been a huge discussion lately on Warframe, that's seeing the comparisons between his inspiration and artwork. I can see why there are a lot of problems in his artwork in general, and why there are a lot of things changed into Warframe's final created work. I will use the Frost Deluxe skin as an example. In the description he states that this has been inspired by Azura's Wrath and Final Fantasy XII. Inspirations are just fine, as long as the inspirations do not match exactly as the style of work into the inspiration you're going by, especially since you are working for a company to try and sell the skin to the consumers. If you look at the deluxe skin, they are far too close to the original artwork to be considered original. So when the company sees the inspired work and the originality between the two, it can throw red signals. So as an art director, you have to tell the artist to change it because of the copyright today. It's frustrating and annoying, but it's something that an artist has to deal with when working for a company. Art is subjective. Art is very original by the beholder, but there will always be something that will look similar to the art that you make, which is fine to know that you aren't the only one with the same art style as another person. But when working for a game company, you have to keep in mind about dealing with these issues. That's why artists either leave or get angry and just go back to the work that they finally finished. Since this is the end of the video, I want to talk to you about Loot Crate. Loot Crate is a monthly subscription where you get loot or other memorabilia, which this month is Space, which I got an N7 shirt, an XCOM figure, which I don't know much about XCOM, but it looks cool. And I also got a Ratchet & Clank pen and other stuff. And if you want this stuff right now, go to the link under the description. Use the promo code HEAVYBEARGUNNER for 10% off of your purchase. I am not good with sponsorships. Holy shit.